All right. So it's Clarissa, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. And how old are you, Clarissa?
Um, do I have to say?
No, no.
Okay.
Are you from here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
born and raised.
Okay. Did you have a good childhood? How was it growing up?
Rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Talk
rough.
to me about that.
There was a lot of discipline. A lot of yelling, a lot of screaming, I remember.
Do you have both parents?
No, neither.
Okay. And who raised you?
My mom, well, it was my mom and who I considered my father at first, and then they split up, so it was just my mom
Okay. Okay. And how far did you go in school?
all the way.
Graduated?
Mhm.
Awesome. That's cool. That's cool. So, what does today look like? Like, what are you up to today?
I was just like helping pick up trash and stuff right there with the construction, but
Mm.
I'm gonna have to get back on my hustle as soon as I take a shower.
Yeah.
hmm
What's your hustle?
I street hustle.
Okay.
hmm
Yeah, I get it.
Any way I can.
Yeah.
hmm
So, like, what's your main thing, or like, what does good for you?
Mm, Nothing right now. No, what really helps me? Mm, I guess what all the girls do, you know?
Yeah. 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 Okay. Okay.
Yeah, right here on six.
Do you do it to like support a habit, or just
Sometimes
get by? Yeah, like the beans or beans
I
with you.
don't. I don't do beans. I've never done a beans
Good.
before.
Don't do them. It just like
No.
it destroys
Yes,
destroys
I
people.
see that.
I went to treatment. I went to rehab before they came out. And I'm so glad I did. It's
Mhm.
just scary, like what it does to people.
Yeah, it does. It really messes you up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And like, who do you stay with? Are you in hotels or?
No, I'm like on the streets right now. I stay with people every now and then.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. How was that for you?
It's okay, you know. I don't have any family support, but you know I do appreciate everything that anyone has to,
Yeah. Yeah.
support me.
So how long have you, I guess, been homeless?
Since I got out of prison, so about almost a year ago.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
How much time did you do?
3.5 years. It
Were you
sucked.
Sally's with Jody Arias?
No.
I interviewed one girl. She said she was in there with her. I don't know if they were Sally's or not, but
Mm-mm.
wow. If you don't mind me asking, like, what would you go in for?
Something. I guess this guy stole his mom's car. I ended up driving. Didn't know it was stolen that morning. He had stole it the day before. Didn't tell me, so
Mm-hmm.
I went down for it.
Oh man,
Yeah.
how was that whole experience for you?
It sucked. It was like this whole waiting in line, basically.
In prison while you're locked
Yeah,
up? Yeah.
that's all it feels like. It just
I only
waiting.
did 12 months, and like that was enough for me. Like, even though I
hmm
relapsed like a year after parole, I just was like, God, I don't want to go back. I
Yeah,
only hit a 2 yard. It was chill. I was like, I'm cool.
yeah.
I'm cool on that.
hmm
So, what's a full day for you? Like out here?
Usually I just go hustle mainly.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I try to do the most. Some days you don't make anything. Some days you can make a lot.
Yeah.
Depends.
How
hmm
does it make you feel like doing this type of work,
It
type of
sucks.
hustle, I should say?
Well, let's just say like the first time I started, I didn't know how to start, and so I remember just crying because like I really needed the money because I needed to get a room. You know, I had promised the guy at the motel. I was like, I'll be right back with the money. You know, just like because I had to beg him to take a shower because I came back from Mexico
Yeah.
and I didn't have enough money for the room, so I kind of like begged them to trust me, and I'll go and get the money and come back. And I remember I couldn't do it for some reason. I was like, I can't do this. So I remember I stopped and I prayed and I was crying. When I said amen, I looked up and there was a car right there. He had stopped, some truck, and I was like, I looked up and I'm like, wow. And I said thank you, and that's how it began.
Oh man,
Mm.
were you scared?
Yeah, I'm scared.
Yeah. But like you needed a place to stay.
Yeah,
I get it. I get it.
yeah. Now like staying on the street isn't that bad.
Mm.
You know, now that I know the area and stuff.
Kind of used to it.
Yeah, I'm kind of used to it. Mm.
What's been like the scariest experience or craziest thing you've dealt with,
Mm,
like doing all that?
well, I got beat up a couple times for no reason, and the last thing I think was when some guy took me out to these mountains. It was really far. I didn't have money. He promised to pay me, and I remember he tricked me into getting out of the car. We both actually got out of the car, and then he had to go back for something, to phone or something. He gets in the truck and drives off and leaves me out there in the wilderness, and I
What the
think
heck?
that was the most scariest thing ever,
Wow.
because I didn't know which way to go or how to get back.
Wow.
Mm,
So he just drove you out there and left you there?
yeah, and some guy came like, I don't know, like an hour maybe later, and
Yeah.
I was all like crazy, like, screaming and shit.
Yeah, I'd freak out too.
And he stopped. He didn't really have any intention of taking me back until like I explained to him what happened.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "You're not crazy. You don't have any weapons, right?" And I'm like, "No, I don't have any." And I remember being in a bikini.
Hmm.
And that's another thing that was like,
Mm.
I'm gonna have to walk back in this bikini because all my clothes are in his truck.
Yeah.
And so I lost everything, all the money I had, like whatever I had, it was in that bag. And that's when losing everything began.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you just lose it over and over, it seems, and you get used to it.
Where's your family?
Um, they're somewhere here in Tucson. They started dying while I was in prison.
Okay.
People were slipping. I heard one of my cousins died from a pill, like a blue pill. They slipped it in her drink at her birthday.
Hmm.
And before that, my cousin died at this motel. Matter of fact, um, my cousin, her father, and her mom died too. And so it just kind of began like that. I'm not really sure how many's left. My dad died while I was in prison. My mom, close to when I got out,
Yeah.
died. So
So you're alone, man.
yeah.
Wow. What about have you been to like any of the women centers or anything like that?
Mm,
I know of one. Like,
yeah, I got some ideas of where to go.
yeah.
I'm kind of like liking my freedom right now.
Hmm.
I mean, it's kind of like camping.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I get it. Like, this isn't normal.
Yeah.
Uh, before all of this, I had my own apartment. I was great. I was doing awesome.
Hmm.
But it's just hard to get back to that.
What type of work have you done?
All kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Cashiering, like home caregiving stuff, housekeeping, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. What do you think about being a flight attendant?
That was what I wanted
They
to
make
be.
so much good money.
That's what I
And you
wanted
get
to be.
travel discounts on flights. That'd be
Yeah,
cool.
I just gotta lose some more weight.
Not at all. Not at
Yeah,
all.
because like they're so small. Like
Mm.
I don't want to be the one that stands out. Like when they're walking in their lines, they actually look exactly the same size.
Okay. Well, you could work in first class because it's more spacious in there, and be the first class flight attendant.
Mm-hmm.
When you think of the future, like, what do you want that to look like, or what do you?
Hopefully it's not here in Tucson.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping that I can get a way out of here somehow. One day, I mean, like, people keep promising me jobs and stuff like that, but none of that stuff happens. So, like, when they say it now, I'm like, okay, Because it's, like, very rarely that they're going to remember me.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
God, I was gonna ask something. I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking. Is there anything you've been wanting to say?
Not really.
No.
No.
Do you have, I guess, quote unquote manager, or do you do it by yourself?
No, I have all these people walking around here. That's kind of what messes up your money when people say that you belong to them.
Yeah. Because it goes to them, right? And then
right.
And then whatever you need, they
Exactly.
I guess they
They
hook
already
you
know
up.
what you're like. They've been watching you for a while. They already know what you're gonna charge. So they charge whatever they charge off of what you charge.
Yeah.
And so I have a lot of people right now saying that I belong to them, and I don't belong to now one of them.
Okay.
I came from my mother, and that's it.
Yeah, just be careful with that.
Yeah.
Like when they try and approach you, like what do they say? Like if they're curious about
you need a ride?
or interested.
You need a ride?
No, not the guys out here, but like the managers, the P's. Like how do those interactions?
That happened one time. They'll ask me if I heard about such and such, but it'll always be a different place, like Phoenix or something. And I'll say no. I'm like, do you need like or you need some protection out here or something like that? And I'm like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like I don't need anything, thank you. Yeah.
Wow. So they see if you've heard about like an operation, I guess.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't need any operation or none of that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
how it starts.
Yep. Well, I mean, I'm happy to hear you have a backbone and you set boundaries. So that's good. If any family or friends see this, you want to say anything to them? That'd be the last.
Mm, it'd be nice to like hear from some of them. I don't have any numbers or like knowledge of where they live. I mean, um, so it'd be nice for them to like, show up and like, be like, hey, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, or at least like get like a address to me or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get family reaching out, saying like, "This is my sister" or something like that. Um, if like any family reaches out and you want me to tell them like whereabouts you are, where we did the interview, something like that?
Yeah, my sister might be I've been worried about her. I don't know why exactly, but yeah, I would like her to reach out to me.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you for your story.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Hmm.